about, those are all your terminologies, but this is a solution. This is a solution for people if they do it right now and listen to you.
It's just gonna happen. It's happening right now. We hear it about banks shutting down and stuff like that. Just look up Bank of America and XRP. That's why XRP had the case, or Ripple XRP had the case put on them in the first place, because the Bank of America came out and said, "Hey man, this technology is great. You know, let's do it. Let's use it." It's like, oh no, this is security. So we gotta hold this back for a couple of years.
Now, what did you tell me earlier? You said BlackRock liquidated how much in gold?
Yeah, we gonna get. But the most important thing is everything's gonna flip, right? We know this. We just know it. It's just, in a way, it's prophesied in a way. So you have to think, how can they flip the whole banking system to this cryptocurrency, to blockchain, right? You gotta think about, hey, restarting your computer, or just restarting anything. When you update it or restart it, it turns off. So you hear all this talk about, you know, a power grid and stuff like this. You hear all this talk about war, and you know the U.S. is in war. If you didn't know, war is definitely amongst America. No matter if you don't like to hear it or not, but it's happening right now, right as we speak. So they gotta blame it on something. They gotta blame it on somebody. They gotta blame it on a country. They gotta blame it on somebody, right? So it's gonna be a time where a power outage is gonna happen, and it might be pretty soon. So you really gotta dig deep and understand, like, hey, this is gonna happen. So you gotta prepare. You gotta be wise in these times, because it really just has to happen. I don't know how to explain it. It just has to happen. It's gonna be good for some people. It's not gonna be good for some people. So
let's break that down.
You gotta choose which side you're gonna be on.
Who's it going? It's going to be good for people that value education.
Yeah.
People that value mentorship, education. People that have a heart and mind posture of, I don't know everything. That's how we were able to get this information. You didn't think, oh, I know everything just because I live in Africa, or, you know, just because I have a wife and children. You still took it upon yourself to understand this market and to understand the changes that are happening in the world. And so the people that are going to reap a great reward in these times are going to be people that have that mindset, no matter what the age. If you can humble your spirit and act more in a spirit of humility, then you're going to be able to reap those rewards and say, okay, let me look into this stuff. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, I have no idea. It's like another language. I have no idea what's even going on. But check out the link in the description. You actually have an enrollment page about exactly what XRP is, how people need to be getting in this market now, because it's going to be like Bitcoin. If you get in when it's too late, you're going to get in and lose money. This is how people spend thousands of dollars and lose it, because they don't know the skill. Skill over everything. Skill, like in business and life, it's all about the skill. Don't chase trends.
Education. That's the main thing. No matter what is going to happen, like, education is key. Learning is key. You have to be adjustable to what is happening right now. Like, really, you got to think about, dang, I was about to say something. Go ahead.
Now, I was just going to bring up some of these statistics and data points about XRP. This is recent. This is March 22nd. Binance Square is the article. Just in, a $1.4 million deal sparks massive changes and Trump's surprising shift in stance. Okay? So there are contracts, okay, that are being put in place in the U.S. government that is going to lead to a total system flip. Okay? 1.4 trillion, that's a lot. And you were telling me earlier how BlackRock is actually going to liquidize most of their gold and convert it to what? cryptocurrency.
Yeah, cryptocurrency.
That's
so
crazy.
it's just that's what I was gonna say. No matter how comfortable you are, right? Oh yeah, I got this in my hand. Let me turn it. Look, no matter how uncomfortable you are with crypto and stuff, right? This is gonna happen, and I just don't want our people to be left behind, because this is gonna affect a lot of people. If you think, oh, I'm better than Joseph, put it like that. Read the story of Joseph. He was in the mid. His house had Egyptian paintings all over it. He had to wear a ring of pharaohs. You think you get what I'm saying? So I hear it all the time with people. They always be like, oh, that's yes. But you better be behind the scenes.
Right.
Why it's low right now?
Right.
Before the whole world start to catch on.
Yeah, because then it'll be
It's
too late.
it's only like 7%. Less than 10% of the world knows about this cryptocurrency.
That's a blessing.
It's a big community and stuff like that. Once you really start to look into it, everything start popping up, and you be like, wow, it's a lot of people that talks about it. It's a lot of people that follow it.
Yeah.
And these are the people that's gonna benefit from it when the system flips, when the switch flips. It's gonna be a snap of a finger. And you just don't want to wait you don't want to be late.
Yeah,
you don't want to be late.
Recessions are such a great time, recession, if you have the right mindset. Psalms 37 says that the righteous shall eat in a famine, they shall want for nothing. The reason that happens is because righteous people also have a spirit of meekness, a willingness to learn, a willingness to be obedient to the call of the Most High, a willingness to say, I don't know everything. Righteous people are not prideful. Even if you think you know something, abase yourself because you know nothing. We keep that same mindset. Even being that we've been in business for almost a decade, we're still like, there's people out there that know more than us. And so if you keep that same mindset, then you're going to be enjoying your lifestyle in a famine. Now check out the link in the description to learn more about the Chart Masters Academy, because this is the skill. Like, if you don't understand how to read the charts, you don't know what an uptrend is, what a downtrend is, you don't know where the floor is. You were talking earlier about how a floor is being created for XRP, because this is going to be the new baseline, so that when it goes above this level, it's going to shoot off. If you don't know those things, you will lose money in the market. And a lot of you probably have already lost money in the market. Years ago, I lost money in the market because I didn't know the skill. I have no desire to learn the skill. That's what my husband's for. But it's a lot. It's something to learn. There's definitely a learning curve. But if you're someone that's able to get it, and you're able to receive that mentorship, and you're able to start to read the language of a chart and see, oh, this has to explode because we have X, Y, and Z formula telling me that that's what's going to happen. That's a whole different ball game. When you can hedge your revenue in your business. Now you apply that to your business revenue, and it's like you can hedge your investments exceedingly on all sides. You have ownership, then you have wealth management. These are the things that we need to be thinking about in the last days, in recessions, in famines. We need to put on the mindset of a master strategist. Let me be wise. Let me be diligent. Let me be a good steward of what I have. Let me only invest in things that drive a bottom line and directly correlate to revenue, not nice to haves. Let's do things that are necessary.
Really, and you gotta learn how to read between the lines. You gotta learn how to decode everything that they're saying. What is the U.S. president saying? It was just some news out too. In a week, Trump sold all the passports, the go visas.
Oh yeah, no, he sold 1,000, so he generated an additional $5 billion in revenue.
Yeah, $5 billion for the U.S. in a week, off the go visas and stuff.
Yeah.
He was talking about how the U.S. America is going to be the crypto capital of the world. Wow. So he's playing. Once you get into this space, and especially if you know chess, like if you understand chess, you got to be two moves ahead of your opponent, maybe 3. So everything that's happening right now, Trump is really playing the long-term game being the crypto capital of the world, eventually I know once everything hit the fan and everybody know about it, it's gonna be bad. But right now, these next couple years and stuff, maybe the next year or two, it's gonna be good if you are in the right position. But
What's the right position?
just learning this skill, like really understanding how to move your money around different wallets and stuff like that. Understanding is the crypto in general. Um, but with him saying crypto capital of the world, there's a lot of people that are how can I put it? They're smart. They're wise, right? So they're talking about wiping out the U.S. debt, right, with cryptocurrency, with Bitcoin, and like in a certain amount of time, it can happen pretty
Right.
soon. So, like, when I hear stuff like that, it's like, I just have to sit back and like really decode some things because it's happening, y'all. Everything right now is happening for a reason. It's not it's not it's not happening and it's gonna go away. No, it's happening so it
Right.
can move forward.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what can you say to that? Like, it's happening, and what can you do? You better just be in the right position, like you were saying. Like, you better get knowledge while it's available.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about this in a previous video, but this analogy is so good. There are seasons to life. There are seasons to reap and harvest. Farmers know this. There are seasons to plant certain produce. There are seasons where you need to let the ground rest. There are seasons to get an abundant harvest. This is the season where you can get an abundant harvest. You can get in and get out. You can get in while things are low. This is a recession economy. Most stocks are down. The only two stocks we're invested in right now is Nvidia and Wisdom Tree Japan, because they're the only two that aren't like crazily dumping, and we got in when it was lower, when everything was dumping. But this is the position and this is the strategy of let me do things in their time, in their season. There's a season to everything in life. King Solomon said it himself in the book of Ecclesiastes. It says there's a time and season for everything. There's a time to laugh, there's a time to cry, there's a time to reap, there's a time to throw things away, there's a time for every single thing. So make sure that you are reaping benefits in the proper time frame. Nothing exists forever except for the Most High.
Yeah, but with the seasons, you got to put the work in. That's why I say education. We say education. You got to put the work in. You can't just be like, oh, it's this season, of Passover and New Year and stuff like that. No, did you put that work in when it was dry? Like,
That's a hard question. They wanna answer that one.
Was you tilling the ground while it was dry? Was you planting seeds when it was dry and stuff, knowing that, hey, it's about to rain next week or in a month or so? So it's really